I want to bring in CBS News Middle East contributor Courtney Kealy. Olivia mentioned the attack on that South Par gas facility. We talked about the discrepancy between the president's reaction, but then if Iran were to strike back, what's your take on this? And do you think this is exposing a divide between the U.S. and Israel at all?
Well, President Trump really tried to distance himself, and my thought is to actually show that he's not encouraging retaliation against the Gulf countries. You know, he does have a relationship with them. One of his first trips when he became a president again in his second term was to make this tour of the Gulf countries, and we really don't talk that much about his relationship with the Saudis, the Qataris, or the UAE, but it is strong. Now, we know that the Israeli ambassador to the UN said they work in coordination. They've had thousands of coordinated joint exercises that they're in this together. There were two things. One happened a couple Saturdays ago when they hit an oil refinery, and there's this huge conflagration in Tehran, and then we saw toxic rain come down, affecting people. And the Pars gas facilities, two gas refineries are now defunct, not working. And it's reduced about 12% of the facility. But the problem is the retaliation against Qatar, the retaliation against the Gulf countries. Now, the Gulf countries are not going to say out loud, we're not supporting, we're on the U.S. or Israeli side. They want to remain neutral. But my guess is that behind the scenes, and we've heard this, that Mohammed bin Salman, the Saudi, the head, basically Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, is and has encouraged President Trump to see this through. But it's touch and go because it hits the energy, it becomes an energy war. Yeah. We have the Strait of Hormuz problem, but we also heard from Pete Hegseth that they're setting up to attack all those speedboats up and down that 1,000-mile coastline. A lot of moving parts right now.
Absolutely. We always appreciate having you on set, Courtney, for that analysis. Thank you.